It's no secret that there are some really bad licensed games out there, from Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 being some weird magic cover shooter to every game ever made based off the show Survivor. There are some pretty crappy licensed games out there, but there's one I want to talk about specifically today, and that's 2019's The Grand Tour, the video game.
I actually pre-ordered this game.
One of the most disappointing things about the game is how much it manages to waste an interesting premise. Releasing just before the third season of the show, when the game launched, you had a couple levels to choose from based on episodes from the first two seasons. You'd watch a bit of the episode, then get thrown right into the action to play part of it, and then back to watching. It was kind of neat, and then when the third season started coming out, every time there was a new episode, you get updates with new levels to play. This concept is really cool. However, that's about the only positive I can give this game. The levels themselves are incredibly boring and tedious to play. Half the time, for one level, you'll end up just racing down one stretch of road, and then the very next level, you'll be playing the same thing again, but in reverse. And that's before I even get to how bad the driver AI is for your opponents. Yes, racing games are no stranger to rubber banding. It's kind of what you expect with these sorts of experiences. However, it is really brutal here to the point where some of the levels are actually tough when they aren't meant to be. The controls are also really bad. For a game based on a show all about real cars, you'd expect them to go for more of a Forza Motorsport or Forza Horizon Simcade style of handling, right? No, instead they went ridiculously tight controls, more akin to a kart racer, and that's how the game plays, especially in its multiplayer mode, which is straight up just a really boring kart racer, including adding item boxes, and the items themselves are weird. Most of these aren't even references to the show, they are just random things. What does this have to do with the Grand Tour, and why is this a kart racer to begin with? This doesn't really feel right. Another thing I want to talk about are the graphics. Yes, graphics are never the most important thing when it comes to making a video game, but when a game plays this poorly, you'd at least like them to be one redeeming quality, right? Well, not in this case. Look, I know this was not made by a big AAA studio or anything, but even when you consider the limited budget, the game's visuals, and for that matter audio, are absolutely appalling. By this point, there were racing games out there that looked, sounded, and played better for mobile devices, like Asphalt 9 Legends. The one other merit I might be able to give this game is that it had an interesting roster of cars, with most of them coming from seasons 1, 2, and 3 of the show. But in all honesty, considering how bad the rest of the game is, I think we can all consider it a blessing that the licenses for these cars expired and the game had to be pulled from all digital storefronts.